Silence is not emptiness. It is a hidden strength waiting to be awakened. In a world drowning in noise, distractions, and demands, silence becomes a rare refuge, one that most people never step into. Yet the moment you allow yourself to enter it, something extraordinary begins to happen. Your mind stops racing, your breathing steadies, the pressure loosens its grip, and suddenly you start hearing the voice you've ignored for far too long, your own. Silence reveals the truth behind your doubts, the courage beneath your fears, and the direction hidden beneath confusion. It becomes the place where your spirit gathers itself before rising stronger than before. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that silence was not retreat, it was preparation. It was the forge where inner resilience, clarity, and purpose were shaped. When you embrace silence, you reclaim control. You stop reacting to life and begin responding to it with intention. You stop absorbing chaos and start choosing peace. You stop losing yourself in noise and start rediscovering who you truly are. Today, you're going to uncover the quiet force capable of transforming your mindset, empowering your decisions, and strengthening your soul. This is the power of silence, and it is far greater than you think. Lesson 1. The quiet that strengthens your inner foundation. Silence is not simply the absence of sound. It is a powerful training ground where your character is refined. When you step into a quiet moment, you enter a space untouched by expectations, judgments, or external pressures. In this stillness, you confront your thoughts without distraction, allowing them to rise, settle, and reveal their true meaning. This honest confrontation is essential for building inner stability. The Stoics taught that true strength begins with self-mastery, and silence provides the perfect environment for this discipline to grow. In silence, you learn to observe your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. You recognize impulses before they become mistakes, and you choose reason over reaction. The more you return to silence, the more grounded you become. It becomes the foundation upon which confidence is built, because you no longer fear your own thoughts. Instead, you understand them and guide them. In these calm moments, you discover the difference between what is urgent and what is meaningful. Silence invites reflection, and reflection creates direction. It gives you permission to slow down, evaluate your choices, and align your actions with your core values. When challenges arise, those who have practiced silence can withstand pressure because their foundation is rooted in clarity, not chaos. They act with purpose, not panic. Silence teaches you that strength does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers, reminding you that peace is mastery. By returning to silence regularly, you cultivate a mind that stays steady even when circumstances shift unexpectedly. You become someone who responds with intention rather than reacting from fear. This quiet discipline builds resilience, helping you move through uncertainty with calm determination. Silence becomes your ally, shaping a stronger, clearer, more centered version of yourself. It shows clarity rises when you honor still. Lesson 2. Silence as a lens that reveals what truly matters. Silence is a clarifying force. When the world grows loud, your priorities blur, your emotions distort your decisions, and your attention scatters across countless concerns. But the moment you enter silence, everything begins to realign. It's as if life places a lens before you, one that sharpens every detail and exposes what deserves your energy and what drains it. In this quiet state, the unnecessary loses its power. You start to see which worries are imaginary, which fears are inherited, and which responsibilities are genuinely yours. The Stoics understood that most suffering comes not from events themselves, but from the confusion we create around them. Silence dissolves that confusion. It allows you to separate truth from noise, duty from distraction, and meaningful action from impulsive reaction. Within silence, you gain the rare ability to listen to your deeper instincts, the ones buried beneath routines, obligations, and external expectations. These instincts guide you toward choices that reflect your values rather than the pressures surrounding you. Silence gives your intuition room to speak, offering insight without interference. It is in these undisturbed moments that you discover what genuinely brings fulfillment and what merely imitates it. The more time you spend in silence, the more precise your life becomes. You stop chasing every opportunity and start choosing the ones aligned with your authentic purpose. You no longer feel guilty for walking away from things that pull you off course, because silence has shown you the difference between busyness and progress. This clarity strengthens your direction. It prevents you from being pulled into conflicts that don't belong to you and helps you release expectations you were never meant to carry. Silence teaches you that focus is freedom. When the world tries to overwhelm you, silence guides you back to steady ground, reminding you that your attention is your most valuable resource. And in protecting it, you protect your peace, your purpose, and your path. Lesson 3. Silence as the forge, where emotional resilience is built. Silence is the place where your emotions finally reveal their true shape. When life becomes overwhelming, your mind often reacts before it understands, rushing into anxiety, frustration, or doubt. But when you choose silence, you interrupt this automatic cycle. You give your emotions room to breathe, unfold, and settle. In this calm space, feelings that once seemed chaotic begin to organize themselves. You start to understand not only what you feel, but why you feel it. This awareness becomes the foundation of emotional resilience. The Stoics believed that strength comes from understanding your inner patterns rather than suppressing them, and silence is the environment where that understanding grows. As silence softens the intensity of your reactions, you develop the ability to pause before responding. That pause becomes your advantage. It protects you from decisions driven by anger, fear, or confusion. It allows you to choose clarity over impulse. Slowly, you become someone who remains steady, even amid tension. You no longer collapse under emotional pressure because silence has taught you to examine your feelings without being consumed by them. This practice creates a powerful inner buffer, a distance between you and the chaos around you. In silence, you also learn to let emotions pass without clinging to them. You begin to recognize that many feelings are temporary, shifting like clouds rather than defining your identity. This insight frees you from internal battles that once drained your energy. Instead of reacting to every emotional wave, you allow them to rise and fall naturally. Over time, this builds an inner stability that others can sense. You become a calming presence, someone whose peace influences the environment instead of being shaped by it. Silence transforms emotional turbulence into emotional wisdom. It teaches you that resilience is not about suppressing your feelings, but understanding them deeply enough that they no longer control you. Through silence, you learn to remain grounded, aware, and compassionate with yourself. And from that groundedness, you gain the strength to face challenges with a steady heart. Lesson 4. Silence as the space where wise decisions are made. Silence is the environment where your judgment becomes sharp, steady, and reliable. When you rush through life, decisions are often shaped by urgency, pressure, or the expectations of people around you. Noise pushes you toward quick choices, emotional reactions, and paths that may not align with your deeper values. But the moment you enter silence, all of that external influence fades, and your mind gains the freedom to think with precision. In this quiet space, you no longer respond to the world's demands. You respond to your own reason. The Stoics taught that wise action requires distance from confusion, and silence provides exactly that distance. It separates impulse from intention, helping you recognize what is genuinely beneficial and what merely feels immediate. In silence, your thoughts slow down enough for you to examine them honestly. You can trace the root of a desire, understand the source of a fear, or uncover a motive you didn't realize was shaping your choices. This clarity empowers you to make decisions that support your long-term growth rather than your momentary comfort. Silence allows you to see how certain actions align with your principles while others pull you away from them. This awareness becomes a powerful compass, guiding you toward choices that build a meaningful life. Silence also protects you from reacting under stress. When faced with conflict or uncertainty, most people let emotions dictate their direction. But silence introduces a crucial pause, a moment to breathe, reflect, and choose thoughtfully. In that pause, you reclaim control over your behavior. You notice alternatives you couldn't see before, solutions that only reveal themselves when your mind is calm and collected. Over time, this practice strengthens your decision-making muscles. You become someone who acts deliberately, someone who can choose a path even when circumstances feel chaotic. Through silence, your decisions become cleaner, wiser, and more intentional. You learn that the right choice rarely comes from noise. It comes from inner stillness, where your judgment is unhindered and your reasoning is fully awake. Lesson 5. Silence as the path to true self-understanding. Silence is the meeting place between who you are and who you're becoming. When you remove distractions, you finally gain access to the deeper layers of your identity, your intentions, your insecurities, your strengths, and the quiet dreams you rarely admit to yourself. Most people move through life without ever hearing their own inner voice clearly. They're surrounded by opinions, responsibilities, and digital noise that drown out their authentic desires. But when you enter silence, all the outer layers fall away, and what remains is the truth. The Stoics understood that self-knowledge is the foundation of freedom. Without it, you move blindly, shaped by circumstances rather than conviction. Silence opens the door to this inner freedom by revealing what truly resides within you. In this stillness, thoughts that once seemed tangled begin to separate. You start noticing which habits serve you and which ones sabotage your growth. You see which beliefs empower you and which ones were inherited from people who never understood your potential. Silence makes you a witness to your own internal world. It shows you your patterns, your reactions, your hidden fears, and the values that quietly guide your choices. This awareness becomes a powerful mirror, one that doesn't judge, but simply reflects. It allows you to understand yourself with honesty rather than denial, clarity rather than confusion. As you grow more familiar with your inner landscape, you become less easily influenced by the outside world. You no longer drift with the current of other people's expectations because silence has strengthened your connection to your own path. It helps you distinguish between the person you pretend to be and the person you truly are. And as you begin to align your actions with your authentic identity, life becomes lighter. Decisions feel more natural, relationships become clearer, and your goals start to reflect your inner truth instead of social pressure. Silence teaches you that self-understanding isn't a destination, it's a continual conversation with your own mind. Each quiet moment reveals something new, something useful, something transformative. Over time, you become grounded in who you are at your core. And from that groundedness rises a life shaped not by noise, but by genuine purpose. Lesson 6. Silence as the source of inner power and unshakable presence. Silence is where your inner power gathers, strengthens, and prepares itself to act in the world. Every time you turn away from noise and step into stillness, you reclaim energy, that constant stimulation tries to steal from you. In silence, your mind stops absorbing chaos and begins regenerating. Your focus sharpens, your breathing deepens, and your awareness expands. This restoration is not passive, it is the rebuilding of your inner strength. The Stoics knew that a steady mind creates a steady life, and silence is the training that makes such steadiness possible. Instead of being pulled by external forces, you become anchored within yourself. You move with more intention, more clarity, and more presence. Others notice this shift. You begin to carry a calm confidence that influences the environment instead of being shaped by it. Silence cultivates a powerful inner presence, the kind that doesn't need to speak loudly to be felt. When you regularly sit with your thoughts, your convictions grow stronger. You no longer hesitate when making meaningful choices because your mind has already practiced discipline in quiet moments. Silence helps you conserve emotional energy by preventing unnecessary conflict and reactive behaviors. You become someone who responds with purpose rather than being provoked by circumstances. This gives you a unique kind of strength, a strength rooted not in force but in control of your inner world. Within silence, you also develop patience, which is one of the rarest forms of power. You learn to wait without losing composure, to endure difficulties without losing direction, and to face uncertainty without losing hope. This patience becomes a shield against frustration and an antidote to impulsiveness. When life tests you, the resilience formed in silence keeps you grounded. You remain centered even when situations shift unexpectedly. You trust your pace, your process, and your path. Over time, silence transforms you into someone who is not easily shaken, someone who stands firm regardless of noise, chaos, or pressure. Silence becomes a lifelong ally, shaping a presence that is calm, strong, and fully aware. It teaches you that real power isn't loud, it's deeply rooted, quietly cultivated, and expressed through steady, intentional living. Silence is not just a moment, it's a doorway to the strongest version of yourself. Every quiet breath you take is a chance to return to your center, to remember what truly matters, and to regain the clarity the world tries to pull away from you. In silence, you rediscover the courage you thought you lost. You reconnect with the dreams you buried under noise. You rebuild the confidence that chaos once shook. And you realize that the answers you've been searching for were never outside. They were always waiting within you. The Stoics knew this truth deeply. A person who masters silence becomes unbreakable. Because silence teaches you to listen before reacting, to understand before judging, and to act with intention instead of impulse. It trains your mind to remain steady in storms, patient in pressure, and faithful to your purpose, even when life challenges your strength. When you practice silence, you stop living on the surface of your own life and begin navigating from depth, wisdom, and authenticity. And now, this journey continues with you. If these lessons spoke to your heart, it means something inside you is ready to grow, ready to step into a calmer, stronger, more centered version of yourself. So take a moment, breathe deeply, and honor the path you're choosing. Let silence become your daily companion, your invisible guide, your secret source of inner power. If you feel this message resonated, share one thing you're committed to cultivating through silence. Your voice might inspire someone else on the same path. And if you want more teachings like this, you already know what to do. Stay connected, stay present, and keep walking toward your higher self. Your transformation begins in the quiet, and in that quiet, you are unstoppable. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.